Well, this is officially interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we are flirting with new lows of the year. We're not there yet, but we are flirting with new lows of the year. If you weren't interested before, you should be interested now. Things are looking a little bit dicey at the moment. That's okay. It's all part of the game. It is time for At the Close. I'm Spencer. I got Joel here. I've got you here. What's up, Trend? What's up, Economy? Hope I said that right in the chat. Let's get started and let's spend the next half hour running through some charts. Let's roll. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Oh yeah, Joel. How we doing today?
Not We're great? Doing okay. We're doing okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, what's
just
a little sell-off in the market, right? So let's go to it. Did I share my charts?
You did.
I did. Did I?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, right? Down 65, 66 handles at 42.
Doesn't look great.
33. We tried that little rally off the open, like right where is that little like we tried, like, can we take out the pre-market high? No. And then once we lost 4,300 for good around noon, the sellers, they came in with their selling shoes on, and we are approaching the year for the yearly low, the low for the move, 42.1275. We got to 42.24 and a quarter. We tried a little bounce there, so we'll see. We'll see if that low for the year it's touched today or overnight or not at all. Um, I guess a saving grace here would be, crude not at $100. You would think that if the world was coming to an end, it'd be harder to get oil, but oil's flat at 91.91. Gold pretty volatile, but up a $1.10, 1908.50. You guys know I love that 19 and a quarter for resistance. Silver, that's up 23 cents at 24.54. Bitcoin, couple grand off its high, now down in the red, 335, 37, 580. And Ethereum futures, they're down, or they're up 24.50 at 26 and a quarter. So crypto's not a real bad day, not as bad as the market, but mixed in the cryptos.
All right, so Joel, I had Palantir on my mind today because
yes, sir.
This whole spiel, and so I did throw on a Palantir trade a couple hours ago, and the stop loss here is $9, and I think that was the all-time low is $8.90. So I threw it a little bit above that, and that's so I full disclosure. I'm in Palantir for like the third or fourth time now on a stupid swing trade. But that stock is green today on a day where not many stocks are green, frankly. So there's that. We can talk about that more tomorrow. I just wanted to get that out there. I don't know if you have thoughts.
Double bottom, 1030, 1044. Previous day's low, 1057. Three lows in the same area. And if you want to throw, some logic, even though this is not a logical market, I mean, isn't Palantir like a publicly traded CIA, right? And if we're going into like World War III here. Wouldn't a company like Palantir get a lot of business? So looking at it from
maybe they've never been battle tested before. I don't know if you've ever.
Yeah. So I mean, a little bit of a safe haven there. Also going with the Kathy. Kathy's done. Maybe Kathy's done selling trades. So I'm not going to scold you on that one. Good risk reward. You could get a turn. I mean, this thing always goes up on news, right? And we haven't had any good news out of it. In fact, we've had bad news out of it. So, maybe the government will say, hey, Palantir, pull us out of this little thing and get on do your CIA stuff. So there's a fundamental look and there's a technical look at it.
Yeah. So I did a very quick scan a few minutes ago. I was just curious. I was looking at the S&P 500, and so there's 505 stocks in the S&P 500 because there's a few stocks, a few companies with multiple share classes in there. And of those 505 stocks, 45 of them are within 5% of their 52-week high. That means 350. I'm sorry, 400. I keep saying that 455 stocks of the 505 in the S&P are trading 5% off their 52-week highs or more, and I picked 5% because it's halfway to a arbitrary correction. So there's a lot of pain out there. You don't need me to tell you that, obviously.
Yeah.
As far as what is holding up, you guys know this by now. It's the names we've been talking about. It's the staples. It's names like Coke. It's energy names. There's some like AbbVie randomly is holding up very well. Your cigarette companies, your defense stocks, Lockheed Martin, General Dynamics, et cetera, et cetera. So those are your name, and also your insurance stocks, like AIG is holding up really well here. Travelers, right? TRV holding up really well here. So that's your safety. That's your relative safety, your relative strength in the stock market right now. There isn't much, but what is there is in those groups.
And did you mention Abby there? I mean, look at that. I mean, you had the
Avi is actually the number one. It's the closest stock in the S&P. It's the closest. Boy, it hit a new 52-week high
it
today.
made a new all-time high today.
Yeah, all right. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, come on, we've been talking about this for like forever. You know how, there's just been destruction in the in the growth stocks, and it continues. There's been a bear market around for now a while, and now they're coming after the big boys. Now they're coming after the Apples and the Microsofts and the Googles, the
Yeah,
Amazons.
and Chilled Monkey just said there's only 45 stocks now with a market cap of over $200 billion. But I would need to know what it was a year ago for me to care about that number. Was it like 150 or 200 or more? I'd probably guess it was around 200 if I had to guess, but I don't know. So Chilled Monkey, if you know that stat, please holler at me. But there really isn't much strength. I mean, you talked about oil, Joel. Gold. I mean, gold is a hedge today. Gold's
Hmm.
working out for you, which is nice. Crypto not working out for you. Also, there was a headline that the Russians could.
You know what? I was going to mention that, Ben. What kind of Spencer? That you're done with that shirt, okay?
But this is
Just
it. But this is
this
in
is
my.
it.
It's in my
First of
rotation.
all, you're wearing short sleeves, okay?
It's in my rotation, Joel.
Now you got to get. Can
What?
we have the Spencer red shirt indicator, please? Is there a more reliable indicator than the Spencer red shirt indicator?
I mean,
Is there, folks?
I, I don't know. I all I can say is I have a trusted rotation, and this is in the trusted rotation.
Well,
So
I don't wear scarlet.
I know.
I do have two red shirts, two red T-shirts. One Lisa got me from some bar in Nashville when she went there, and then the other thing was I went to a swim meet. And there was guy was wearing it was a triple extra large. The guy's a little bit bigger than me, but I got it's from Maryland too. I have to show you that shirt. The master swim team from Maryland, like the Maryland Crabs or something. I'll have to show you. But I do have a couple red shirts. But you're banned. That red shirt's banned, and we'll never see it
I mean,
again.
I could take it off. I don't think anyone wants to see that, but I could.
Take it off and flex. Moving back towards the lows,
No,
folks. 26 traded 25.75. 24 and a quarter is the
really
low.
anybody wants that. All right, let's bring the people are looking at me now. Let's bring the charts back up here. What else did I want to say? I wanted to talk about Avi. I wanted to talk about Palantir. I wanted to talk about oh yeah, Joel. I would not want to be eBay or
Oh,
Booking or Fubo or Skills or Alibaba or Wayfair, any of these companies due to report earnings tonight / tomorrow morning. Any of these, any of these, any of these, this whole group right there. I wouldn't want to be any of those companies right now
no,
because
bad data report. And
not
I'll
a
go to
good
these
day.
stocks in 1 second. I just have to respond to Jim Habash, and he
Sure.
said, "Stop with the Scarlet. I didn't give you crap about Juwan." Can I just say that this
Yeah.
is a good thing for Michigan basketball?
Okay.
You know why?
No.
Because Jawan has never worked with inexperienced players. Okay, he worked in the NBA. His players last year, his stud players were old Beeline's players. He's not good with working with young players. Now you bring Phil Martelli in, a wily veteran like that, and I'm bullish on that, Jim. So no, 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 no. I think it's good for Michigan. Okay, we're about to make a new low on the session. Back to the markets. What stocks do we want some earnings preview for?
eBay is the big one tonight.
eBay.
eBay
Okay,
is the
we're
big
going
eBay and Booking are the big ones tonight. Booking at least is in an uptrend. Well, it was. Not anymore.
eBay, the stock, eBay. Let's see here. Low expectations, low bar, low everything. The way these things have been going, it's just gonna take out the low of the move at 54.27, and your next monthly low comes in at 51.51. If you get a rip from here, and they really like the report, maybe $60, on the upside. I'm going wide here. 59.75 and 59.99. Wow, those were your highs from the 15th and the 16th.
And then I said Booking as well. They report tonight. And then
Booking.
yeah,
Um, man, I mean, I guess the reopening trade, I guess I don't know. I mean, I guess that's off the table here with World War III on the horizon. But down $40, just made a new all-time high. If you get a pop in this, well, we went from 2,700. Maybe if you get a pop, maybe try and line up at 2,600. I see yesterday's high at 26, 17.75. Someone said Asana. What happened with Asana?
I'll tell you what happened. Zaber, he got a case of the Mondays. Monday.com reported earnings this morning. Monday's earnings were not great. Actually, it wasn't so much the earnings so much as it was the slowing growth. Monday is a close peer of Asana. And Asana reports 2 weeks from today. Is it 2 or 3? I think it's 2 weeks from today. Harbinger of sign of things to come, maybe, but it got Mondayed. That's what Asana. That's what happened to Asana today. So, also, Joel, did you see? Aaron Bree brought this up to me. Remember the Coca-Cola bottling company, COKE? You see that today? That thing, they had earnings. I have no idea what the earnings report said, but whatever it was, it must have been terrible.
Not
Um,
using bottles anymore is what it seems like.
well, look at that. Look at that Monday
Um,
move.
Wait, I just going back to Sana, man. I
Yeah,
I was
sorry.
gonna say Dustin was looking pretty good, right? He was buying hand over
Well,
fist.
he's buying on the way down, buying on the way up,
I
buying on
hope he
the way
sold
down.
some at
He's
70.
always
Poor
buying
Dustin.
is the answer.
Yeah. But boy, oh boy. Boy, I don't know what to say about
I
Asana.
don't
Making
know.
a new low of the move. When do they report? No, not a new low of the move. 43.77. If you're sticking your nose out here, folks, 43.77 is your risk
So,
here. But
so
wow, that
whoever asked if there is a there is a no, there is no Russia Bear ETF. There is only a leveraged Russia Bull ETF, RUSL. Uh, Not a good time to have that on the long side right now, or any Russia ETF. The RSX is the large one.
yeah. I
That's from Van
mean,
Eck. But
I
no,
don't know. I don't know. I mean, how could this be good for the Russian economy? I mean,
I don't even want to pretend to think about try to act like I have any insight there because I have no idea.
yeah, I either do I. I'm took a economics pass fail and barely passed it. So I'm not gonna. I don't know. I don't know. Wartime economy. I have no idea. But wow, that thing's getting pounded. But Putin doesn't seem to care. World domination, I think, is more on his mind
Domination.
than anything else. New lows for the session here.
Yeah.
42.22 even.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, we just broke through we're now into the 421 handle on the SPY. That's only important because 420 is the low of the year. So
Yeah. What? No, but I got. Isn't that the low of the in the SPY? Because
yeah.
usually the SPOs line up a little. I forgot the S. I guess it balances don't mean caca here. What is the low? I got the low on the spider at 420.76 and the SPOs at
Yes. Yes.
40 42.12.75. We just hit 42.21.
Yes. Yes. So I meant the 420 handle. Okay. Thrifty is asking about Target. First off, let's understand. Let's not be the dumb money here. When does Target report earnings? We got to know that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They report earnings the on the first. When's the first? Tuesday. They report earnings on Tuesday before the bell. So know that going in. That's ADF. Okay, there we go.
And oh boy, Target, new low of the move by a wide margin. That's not a good thing. How did Walmart do? Walmart did
Walmart did
okay.
great. Walmart did great.
Yeah, and it held up for a couple days to give it back. So if you're going with the Target Walmart theory, yeah, maybe you get a pop, but just make sure that it doesn't put a double top in afterwards and turn around. Also, market forces hitting the stock as well. Jeremy Goldstein wants to know anyone buying down here, lot of tickers hitting support areas. He's right about that. And we're back at the yearly low. So look how your stocks. One thing I did notice, and wow, it wasn't until today. I
Yeah.
noticed it earlier that like J.P. Morgan, that's holding up. That's holding up compared to your January low, right? Your Bank America, these stocks on a relative basis, those are hang just not saying they're not going there, but just saying on a relative basis, holding up kind of well here.
Mm-hmm.
We're dancing. We are right at the lows of the session, folks. Here, 42.21.
Yep. Everything kind of looks the same, frankly. I'm just looking to see. I'm in my scanner tool, looking at what's up and what's down just in the last 5 minutes, and gotta say there aren't a lot of stocks up in the last 5 minutes. There are a handful, but they're all smaller names that are small cap stocks and not super liquid or low price, but no mainstream stocks. Uh, Up really. Everything is
Yeah,
just sort of
there's
trending
one stock in the S and
trending down.
P that's up right now. Johnson and Johnson, no more tears, up 13 cents at 161.27. A
No,
little bit more
no,
of it.
there's more than that.
In my S&P 5, in my S&P 10, Spencer, not,
The top 10. Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, yeah.
yep,
Yeah, I mean
yep.
your top component or your biggest gainers today in the S&P overall, the whole index, TAP, Molson Coors, they had earnings. Oh, what a weird day for what the heck happened there? That is bizarre, Joel. I don't know if I've seen that. I mean, when was the low of the day? 10:45. So it what? So it opens higher on earnings, then it reverses for an hour, and then reverses again.
Oh boy, look at that 15-minute chart.
That's what I'm
Holy
looking. That's
mackerel!
exactly what I'm
Oh
looking at.
my lord.
I don't know if I've seen that before,
Mm.
honestly.
Well, if you were just focused on your triple bottom there, 48, 45, 48, 47, 48, 54, I guess someone really wanted to own it there. As you have went to 48.29, and then everyone was bearing down on it, looking for $48, and it turned. So, good day for Tap. How's Bud trading? Is it Bud anymore? Yeah, and that's I guess people are going to be drinking a lot after days like this. But yeah, that's that's an ETF that doesn't just trade. Okay, we hit 16 and a quarter. That's about 4 points away from that low, and trying to get back in the 42.20 handle.
Yeah, kind of just having the SPY up for the chart that matters. SPY is not coincidentally the most searched ticker in Benzinga Pro for like
Yeah,
the. It seems like every other day, SPY is the number one or number two ticker, most searched ticker on Benzinga Pro today.
market on close, 500 million to sell.
That's
Uh,
that's 5 minutes old by now. It's got to be more than that, I would think. But yeah, I just don't know. Okay, let's do some tickers from the chat. Whatever y'all want to talk about. We got 9 minutes to go until the close today. We can talk chips, sure. Nvidia is the 7th most searched ticker on Benzinger Pro today. NVDA. How is that one doing, Joel? Look at it. Not look at it today. Oh, it looks the
no,
same.
wow.
It's the
Gave
same as
you
everything else.
Gave you a look at yesterday's high too. Hallelujah. Look at that. 40.64, 41.55, and then boom. So still holding up. I'll give you the good news. It's still holding up the low of the move. So on a relative basis, it's holding in there. The low, it's next daily low, 212.96. So there we go. That's what you're looking at here in oh man. Well, it's above the January low. So that's all I can say.
Gosh, it is it's brutal out there. All right, you want to talk about some what it's uranium, right?
Uranium.
You.
Yeah, because everyone's like, because the new. I think it's gonna be a cyber attack. I don't think it's gonna be.
I don't
I'm not.
know, Joe. I don't know about that. The Pentagon has
What's
said
uranium? URE or something? What is it?
Pentagon says assault is imminent. So I don't know.
Yeah, they've been saying that for a couple days though. So, we'll see. What else do we need here?
Well,
What other stocks?
check out you. Or
What
you.
was that one penny stock that is this the penny stock that Chris Temple used to like? Remember
Mm,
that? Yeah, man,
yeah,
we'll
but
have to
I don't remember if that's what it
remember which one it is.
that's what it is.
I mean, it's having a good day. I mean, it spiked up to 330 the other day, 324 today. Another high in that area, 333. So over 330. Close over there. Perhaps you got another leg up. It's had a buck move though in the last three sessions, so pretty big on a percentage basis.
We can look at here are a couple of names. All right, fine. So here's some good ones from Jim Habash. Let's look at BX here. Blackstone.
Okay.
Private equity, financial.
Really holding up.
Um,
Really holding up.
yeah.
Yeah. Not even giving back a half of the move. You got a firm buyer at 120. Nowhere near your January low. So I just don't like the only thing I don't like about this, Jim, is that it's hanging out down here, like near the close. So kind of and under this 120, the low today 120.45. Couple what was yesterday's low. Jim, if you're playing this from, most likely you're probably trading it from the long side. But whoop up on it. If it can't hold these lows at 120.50, and I give it down to 120 because I see the 119 low. But look both ways on it. If it can't hold, 120, it's a lot of room on the downside for it.
Sorry, just have my eyes glued on the SPY right now. What about this? Let me pull up this chart. Make sure it's
Feb
posted.
30th. You think they're going to wait to Feb 30th? Zen bullish confirmed attack on Feb 30 by news media.
February 30th.
30th.
That's
There's
a
not even
long.
there's not even 30 days
Wait,
of February.
yeah. Oh,
Good
he's
one.
joking. He's
Good
joking.
one, buddy.
Zen, you know what? He got me with that one.
He's new.
You
He's
know he's
new.
not. He got me. Zen, he got me.
We might have to ban him. You think we
Props
need
to
to
you.
ban him for that?
Props to you, Zen. You got me. That was an easy one. Okay. What about TROX? Trox. This is for Abel Matthew.
What's the symbol?
TROX.
You sure he's not thinking of Crocs? Tronox.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. Down 71 cents, made a new low of the move by a wide margin. And you got to at least hope you can get above the former low of the move at 2065. So you might get a whoop. I don't know. This is not looking good. If you want to sit it out, give yourself more room. 1985, that was your September low. But the real bad 3-day stretch, at least maybe wait for it to, stop going down a little bit. Made a couple lows in this area, but sure looks like it has 1990 on the brain.
All right. I just had to Google if it was a leap year. Thanks to the chat. No, it's not. But I didn't know until 30 seconds ago.
All right, they're gunning. They're gunning for that 12. They're gunning for that 1275, Spencer. Here we are at 16 and a quarter, shaking like a leaf into the
Oh
close
boy.
here.
Oh boy. Yep. We just made another new low of the day just there in the spot. That's what I'm watching. So, oh boy, gonna be a interesting overnight session. We got time for like one or two more. So let's see what we got in the chat. Let's go with here's a new one. Let's look at the chart, make sure it's not totally insane. Oh, it's totally insane. I am wishing like a ticker like IMPP, India Mary Papa is just not. Those things are so difficult.
Yeah, I can't help you on that
Trade.
one.
I mean, the volume is a gajillion times its normal volume. It's $1 stock, low flow, easy to manipulate. When it's a low float like that, it's very hard to trade those. I would say tight stops, man. Tight stops is the way to survive that kind of stock. Okay, let's end it with Alcoa, Joel. AA.
Okay, let's see here. Alcoa. Bad day yesterday. Not a bad day today, though. Just focus, man. Please focus on 73.11. Double bottom, exact double bottom. Move your stop up there. That's your key. After that, you follow the 70.56. You've had a little bit 7-point move, 3.5. You want to get this up to 70, 76.5, 77. Consolidate, hold, and then make a run. Old time closing high is something you want to keep an eye on. 78.20. That happened on Friday for Alcoa.
Okay, we have entered the final minute of the session, Joel. If you want to pull up your S&P futures or the SPY, whatever floats your boat,
Final minute.
whatever tickles your fancy. As Joel does that, I will remind you all that all the information from our show and every show on this channel is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. I also want to remind you that coming up next is Christopher Yule and his backtesting show, followed by Money Mitch at 4:30 p.m. Eastern.
George Gotch makes a good point here, and I was going to mention this. What Putin now is basically helping, effectively Fed raising rates. So this is this is not the way you want to tame inflation, folks.
That's the conspiracy theory that's out there now, is that the Fed doesn't even have to do anything. Right?
Yeah.
This whole thing has been just a way to get out of the Fed raising rates. That would be
okay.
something.
Well, I'm going to go set up my computer in the bomb shelter, and I hope I get a good internet connection in there, and I'll come out for the show tomorrow, and
All right,
we'll
I'll
take
see
it
you
from
there.
there. So, little bit of a rally into the close. We'll see what happens overnight. Thanks, Jim, and go blue. Beat Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Yeah.